Just Little J. Come back. Miss you. Starfire misses him. That's a really fun AU where she's just escaping freedom. Or she's just escaped into freedom. I knew what I meant. And he's, I think, 16, 17. Never met Batman, so it's interesting. The Ginger Jason. That's a fun one to play with too, because we've got, I think I owe you, but we've got an interesting thread going on in Las Vegas where they're helping some children escape. Another one that Starfire enjoys teasing / helping. Myra Strain. Now, I've known this player for a little while, since I knew you on a couple of my other accounts now, but it's fun to play with your child. You're one of the only child accounts that does not annoy the crap out of me. And I love the big sister / mom vibe that we've got going on. I love the zoo thread we did. And I love to put up with my horrible, horrible MS Paint Cameranian animals. Stow the high school angst. You're just kind of awesome in general. Like, your Hal is awesome. Well, pretty much anything, any account you touch is awesome. But, yeah. Again, Starfire loves being helpful, aka teasing. And thank you for putting up with it. Troya Donna Troy. Starfire needs Donna. That's simple. Starfire needs a Donna in her life. And she's definitely going to offer to babysit once the babies are born. Oh, I'm going to butcher this URL. I just know I am. The Last Azeranian. Sorry. Raven. Again, I like playing this one because we've done a couple interesting threads. You know, dragging Raven prom shopping is always interesting. And I like that we're playing it that they were, you know, apart for a while and then back up again. Fax Whisperer Dawn. If you guys aren't following her, you're totally missing out. Yes, it's not a DC account. So what? She's awesome and has always been awesome. And the Mun is awesome. I've been following her since I think she created the account on my other account. And I love the friendship they have going on. And it will crack me up if Donna actually does get her one of those coats like Cass. An Icy Resurrection. Again, I started interacting with you on another account and haha, stalk you. If you guys haven't figured that out yet, I will stalk you on all my accounts if we have fun together. Be it, even if there's absolutely no way we can figure out how to interact, I will still stalk you. It's interesting working with you sometimes. But thank you for putting up with me, even though I may not be the best at angst. I think we're working it out. And the babies are adorable. You have to figure out how Starfire can babysit for you. That's all I'm saying, dude. Starfire of Tamron, my twin. I know some people don't like interacting with others of the same character, but we had fun. And we had fun with the threesome. Yeah, that's like, cracks me up still. You're awesome. I love how you portray her. I love the different ways people can play Starfire. New Blue Beetle. I miss you. I really hope your health is doing better. Like, really? Starfire misses Jamie. I hope you're able to come back soon. Because I'm sure their chaos was just starting. I mean, come on, she was dragging him to build a bear factory. That was just kind of awesome. Raven Soul Cell. You're one of the first Ravens I think I interacted with on Starfire. It's awesome that you have a secondary Katy Perry face claim that works just great because Rihanna and Katy Perry have done. Oh my god, I hate allergy season. Sorry. They work really well, and I love your Raven. And I loved it when they were teasing Officer Dick Grayson together for a while. Sassy Sandstorm. Cassie. I'm kind of at a loss for words because you're just that awesome, both in character and out of character. Like, you are Wonder Girl. You just rock. And thank you for putting up with my little annoying random comments on Skype sometimes. Gotham's little ray of hope. You were awesome too. I blame you for why I was giggling in the doctor's office as I was reading about Stephanie Brown. Seriously, if you guys haven't read was Batgirl: The Lesson, definitely check it out. It's in trade, awesome, hysterical. I mean, Batgirl sticking her tongue out at Gotham police and then falling, kissing Clarion the Witch Boy on Valentine's Day, dragging poor Damian to a bounce house. Awesome stuff. Artemis, the first Artemis I started interacting. You do a great job. I love you on all your accounts, hon. We've got to interact more. Okay, so I think that's all I have for platonic friendships. Then we have her romances. There's Glitch, Ex Machina. You were the first romance I started doing on this account. If you guys, again, don't follow him, yeah, he's an OC. So what? He's awesome. I will never stop giggling over the fact that he was arguing with her vibrator. I'm not. That's just going to crack me up for life. You rock and you're patient, and that's so helpful since I'm such a flake sometimes. So, thank you. Sex, Guns, and Mangoes. Jason Todd. We have some unique times with Jason and Starfire, don't we? Learning to do body shots was fun. Even if Starfire is not a big fan of the tequila. At least, yeah. She'd rather have Jason do the shots off her. Ex-Kryptonium. Major Zod. We've been dancing around, our characters have been dancing around each other for, months now since I created this account, liking each other's sexy stuff, and then finally actually interacting. It will be interesting if she ever does get to drag him to yoga class. Or even more interesting if she gets to drag him to the stripper fitness class. Flying is a turn-on. Her Playboy Hal. He came out of nowhere, but this is a fun romantic interaction. She likes teasing him, too. A lot. I need to say that's why his nickname is Playboy. Lustrious Jaybird. Another Jason Todd that we've been kind of dancing around with for a while. Just really started doing some of the X-rated stuff recently, I guess. You're awesome. And thank you for being so patient again, too. Well, pretty much everyone, thank you for being patient with how slow I am sometimes for replies. And Martyr Renegade. Yet another. Okay, so I have a thing for Jason Todd. Starfire's thing for Jason Todd. I like our threads. I like that we're dragging the feels out of our characters. And Starfire would definitely beat the ever-living daylights out of Batman for him. I mean, she's taken on Wonder Woman in the comics for Cassie. She would take on Superman for Superboy. She would definitely take on Batman for Jason. I mean, there's issues there. Last couple things I want to shout outs for are just the people that I don't actually interact with much on Tumblr, but I talk with a lot on Skype, and I adore your characters, I just don't RP with them that much. Eye of a Soaring Hawk, Clint Barton. Again, I think you were one of the first people I ever interacted with on Tumblr since November 2011. You're amazing. You're amazing out of character. You put up with so much of my whining. You rock. Layla. Catwoman. Cat O' Tails. And she's also a Mary Jane Watson now. You're just awesome. You have my twisted humor. And my dirty humor. And we are still definitely stealing this Declaration of Independence at some point together. Our characters. Not us, because that would be wrong. I don't look good in prison orange. Starfire is orange, so she might be able to work it. Elise, what's what your newest one is? Just Shoot 'Em Politely. You're playing Mal Reynolds, which is awesome. Again, you're another one. We may not talk much on Tumblr, but we're always talking on Skype, and you put up with all my oh my god all the time. So you're awesome and patient. And Carol, I have to mention you. We don't talk as much as we used to. the Carol Ferris. Seriously, if you're not following her, do. She rocks. She does an amazing Carol. She's the only Carol I think I've ever followed, and the only one I ever even know about, really. Star Sapphire, like, we joked that when I first made Starfire that I was going to keep writing Star Sapphire rather than Starfire. I've never actually done it, but I kept figuring it was going to happen. Yeah, you're amazing. Alright, like, I think I've covered everyone. If I haven't, I'm sorry. You guys, I repeat, are what helped make Starfire awesome. Like, I couldn't do it without all of you. Couldn't do it out of character, I couldn't do it in character. I couldn't do it without your support, I couldn't do it without your writing, with your plotting, with your words of encouragement. All of that, I couldn't do it without you. Like, the fact that I created this account in February, and it's mid-May, and I'm already at 600 followers, boggles my mind. I'm not kidding you. Alright, I'm gonna do one more. You're gonna get an embarrassing story. Kind of more, it's not, well, it's one of those things that Starfire and I have in common with, I guess, maybe, or we did when I was little. I've talked about my medical out of character before. I mean, I made that whole post of my pictures from childhood upward. Y'all were great when I had my surgery, and the difficulties around that. So, flashback to, remember, I'm the old woman on Tumblr, September 88. I'm in the first grade, first day at new school. I want to look hot, or cute, excuse me, not hot, cute. Had on a jeans, had on a slip, had on a jean skirt, had on a little blouse, because, you know, I was a good little girl. Don't ask me what happened. I had just been out of the hospital, I think, 2 weeks. I spent like 3 weeks of that summer in the hospital, really damn sick. While I was in the hospital, my parents moved, and that's why I was starting new school. So we did a show and tell on the first day of school. Now, at the time, they had me off food because of how sick I was. Like, it's one of those times, you know, the scars that I talked about before? This was one of those times where I had a Broviac catheter. So I was getting fed via the IV. At home, at least. Right? So I was able to go to school, but I had this tube coming out of my stomach. It went up. If you've never looked at Broviac catheters, make the incision here, thread it through, it goes to an artery near the heart, comes out, for me, at my stomach, and then you get fed via IV so that nutrition bypasses the digestive tract. Fun, right? And I was not allowed any food by mouth. So for lunch, I was able to bring ice chips. Like everyone else at their hot lunch, I had ice chips. So first day, first grade, show and tell, everybody gets up there. Well, I want to show off this tube. Because I guess I thought, I really don't remember what went through my head, but it seemed like a great idea at the time. So I got up in front of everybody. And I go to open my shirt to show them, and I realize I'm wearing a slip. So what do? Down goes my skirt, up goes the slip and the blouse, and there I am standing in my panties showing everyone this tube in my stomach. The teacher was dying of laughter when my mother came to pick me up from school. She's like, so I need to talk to you about Rachel. She said about half the class was fascinated, half the class looks like they wanted to throw up. So I was known as, I stripped the first day of first grade. There you go. That's my story. I don't know. Alright, again, thank you. I can't believe I talked for 26 minutes. I'm sorry if you watched all this. You rock. See you on Tumblr.